up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. Shout out to my YouTube and podcast fan who have been listening and or watching my videos. If you're part of my podcast fam, and you're liking what you're hearing, or you're about to be part of my podcast fam, and you're what about this YouTube channel, go to YouTube in anywhere where your app, on your computer, PC, whatever, and go and type in Tasha C TV, and go follow me, subscribe there, and vice versa if you're with for YouTube. If you're part of my YouTube fam, or you're thinking about it, you're really thinking about it, you're liking what you're seeing and or hearing, go ahead and, go to description. It should show speaker and other platforms where I have my podcast. And like I said, hugs and loves for all the support, and all the hugs and loves, all support I will get in advance. And for the new people, this is a bonus podcast. This is probably day 139 or 1440. You'll be in the description below of my 366 video journey. It's just really just me deciding something I did last year on my birthday, October the 8th, and plan on ending on October the 8th. It's just right now, at the moment, I'm just incorporating just doing our Kings and Queens Next Door podcast, which just more so talks about Black history facts. It's random. It's not, sometimes it could be from Instagram or websites. I may talk from everything from books to certain history facts to just, certain stuff about Black history. And so, 9 times out of 10, y'all, the way it's going, excuse me, y'all, it may run over. So originally, when I started to do this series, I did this additional, what am I saying? Optional, excuse me, y'all. Additional to the podcast that I have, which is like, for everything, for entertainment and so forth, and story time, just random things. And, I decided I wanted to do, like a Black history podcast. But, Black history is 365 days a year, 365 days, 66 days, I meant to say, in leap year. So, I'm thinking about possibly seeing where it goes, meaning that I'm not going to say, I'm going to give it extra days, because you never know. There's a lot of gems. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we may not know, but there's a lot of stuff we do know, and this, it's not just has to be exact from the past. It's like current, present time, and so forth. It could be anything from like talking about books and everything, but or just a new movie coming out or something. So I'm just gonna see what I do. Like I said, shout out to my nephew, little Kenny, KB, who told me about it yesterday, because he's been hearing me when I do these particular podcasts, and he wanted me to continue doing it. Because it was like, it's about to end on the 29th, Auntie Tasha, and, you should probably continue to do it, maybe you could just talk about, he gave me the whole, blueprint of how I should do outline, basically, about how to do this podcast. So I'll just see what I do. If I'm able to run this just as much or more, run it where, it can go for months and months, even possibly 6 months up to a year or more, that would be awesome, okay? That would be awesome. I just got to figure, how I'm going to do this out. But like I said, thank you for people who have been listening to me so far. This is 10:46 p.m., this is volume 24, which is very short. So since y'all, just to let y'all know too, since this 9 times to 10 is going to carry over past this month, I'm still going to go with the numbers, but just put in the date still. Like, it'll be March the 1st, but it'll be volume, the 30th and volume 31st. I'm not going to, redo it again. You know what I mean? I'm just going to continue to go with the numbers, just like I'm doing my regular podcast. And eventually, when I go back to my additional podcast or so forth, I'm not always going to use this as a part of my video. I'm just going to continuously do this every day. Whether I do my regular podcast or not, or, eventually feel comfortable going back. Sorry, y'all. I hate when my body does this. I went outside today. It was a nice day, but yet sometimes have these, weird sleeping patterns. So anyways, today was a sad and bittersweet day. We have a phenomenon. I still haven't watched the NAACP awards, but seeing the clips and everything, I look forward to actually watching it. I don't know if I'm going to say review it, whatever, but I might. Who knows? But to let y'all know, of course, the Kobe and Gigi Memorial, but also post memorial for the remaining other 7 angels that also had passed away in that devastating crash. And I couldn't watch it. As soon as I seen, honestly, y'all, because this is part of Black History too, I seen, like, clips, Beyonce perform, couldn't watch that. And this is just on Instagram, y'all. The course is posted on Instagram. There are probably clips on YouTube. There are probably clips on certain websites and so forth. I personally, if you didn't watch the memorial or you couldn't DVR it, I couldn't watch it. Just like I couldn't really watch, I could only watch periods, a little bit, say, of Nipsey Hussle's memorial last year. I could watch a little bit more of that, maybe because the fact is it was sad tragically how he passed away. And it was still sad. But the fact is, you have not only one person, but you have 3 kids that passed away, including one of his daughters. It wasn't just like just one, it just was sad, period. And even more sadder that, it was multiple people, including children. And, the impacts of the families of these people who passed away altogether, including Kobe and his daughter and so forth. So sorry about the rant, but, I couldn't honestly watch more. I thought I was going to be able to. I DVDR'd it, and I can't watch it, y'all. Ever since when I had to watch, I did watch Whitney Houston's memorial, and as soon as they played that I love you song when it had her funeral, I just bust out crying. I couldn't, no. So the thing is, it's kind of hard for me to say, to be comfortable with, like watching these memorials and or funerals of certain people, because that is a lot. Even though you don't know these people, it's still sad. You know what I mean? So as far as this is a Black History moment, I'm going to go to Instagram, because to talk, I think they have it like actually here a little bit on information. I'm just going to read real quick about some of the stuff that Vanessa Bryant did. Because also, sadly, they had a video clip where you seen like Vanessa was, crying, in her hands, and just sitting down. You see Beyonce has her hand on her shoulder, and you give her strength / praying for. I was just like, I can't. Like I say, it's too emotional for me to personally look at that. So y'all, if y'all didn't know, the memorial was today, at the Staples Center, and California. So here they have on Black versus Instagram. I'm just going to go real quick and say what they're saying. And they repost this from HuffPost, and the title is Vanessa Bryant tearfully honors Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant at memorial ceremony. And as you know, it's a couple weeks ago actually, Kobe and Gigi and probably the other, in the other, because I don't want to get their names messed up at all. But the other now angels who had transitioned as well, they probably already have been, buried as well. Okay, Vanessa Bryant honored her late husband, NBA legend Kobe, NBA legend Kobe Bryant and her daughter Gianna during a special memorial ceremony hosted by the Los Angeles Lakers and the Mamba and Montecito Sports Foundation today. She began her emotional eulogies for Gianna, aka Gigi, and Kobe by thanking everyone for being there, describing the outpouring love and support as so uplifting. Okay, this is what she started to say. I like to talk about both Kobe and Gigi, but I'll start with my baby girl first. Vanessa began before breaking down in tears. The 37-year-old mom described her daughter as an amazing, sweet, and gentle soul who kissed her good night and good morning. She was one of my very best friends, said Vanessa, who added that Gigi was known for her love of baking, making people smile, and doing TikTok dances. After acknowledging his career as a famous basketball player, she told the crowd that Kobe was also her sweet husband and the father of their 4 daughters. He was the most amazing husband. Kobe loved me more than I could ever express or put into words. He would do anything for me, said Vanessa, before detailing how romantic he was. Okay, head to the link in bio to read more about the ceremony. Oh gosh, it's like I said, it's just too. It's really sad. Okay, really. Also, too, y'all. Well, of course, like I said, they also today. Just to let y'all know, another bittersweet moment is, well, actually kind of sad. From the Shade Room, for example, and they also have other outlets, Katherine Johnson, the pioneer NASA mathematician portrayed in the film Hidden Figures, passes away at 101. Okay, roommates, we are sending our prayers to the loved ones of legendary NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson. On Monday, the administration of NASA confirmed that she passed away at the age of 101. Many people remember that she was depicted in the 2016 film Hidden Figures. She was portrayed by Taraji P. Henson in the film, and the film will go on to earn, and it says this. Okay. Now, it's also, let me go to another page. It goes a little bit more information about her, but let her rest in paradise and peace. Okay. Here I'm going to we are pushed black. And by the way, y'all, if y'all do not know, besides the movie, of course has edit things to it. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen bits and pieces of the movie. I haven't seen the whole thing, but it is based on the book, and they also have an audiobook version on it. So if you can purchase it, or whether you want to get the ebook or whether you want to get the hard copy or even get an audiobook version, you can find it as well. Or say if you don't afford it, like I said again, and I'll say over again about, if y'all can get y'all library cards and try to see or recommend requests, and also see and go to the site Hoopla to try to see. They also have an app as well where you can see if your library, once you already have your library card, can connect. And if your library is associated with Hoopla, you also can go there. And I think they have the book. I don't know if it's like set up where you get all the choices and it's based on your library, and you get more whatever. I know they have it for, say, where I'm at, Michigan. So I'm just letting y'all know. Okay. Now, here's We Are Pushed Black. Racism tried to prevent her from pursuing her dreams, but she didn't let it stop her from exercising her genius. Whether you've seen the movie Hidden Figures or not, today we honor the real story of the black genius who put men on the moon. Swipe left to more. So what we're going to do is swipe. We Are Pushed Black, also gives like good information. So you just swipe and about to information with some pictures and some, and a couple paragraphs. After the death of her husband in 1956, life was entirely a new playing field for 34-year-old Katherine Johnson. Because she already had a strong track record as a mathematician and a physicist, she was recruited to join NASA in their space race against the Soviet Union. From there, her life changed forever. As a NASA employee, Johnson made herself known. Many of the NASA missions would not might have happened so effectively without her brilliance, as she was responsible for calculating the trajectories of countless trips. She was so brilliant that one astronaut even refused to board the capsule that would take him to space, unless Katherine Johnson personally double-checked the calculations made by the machines. Okay. Decades passed before Johnson would get her due recognition. In 2015, President Obama awarded her with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And the following year, Taraji P. Henson portrayed her life in the critically acclaimed film Hidden Figures, where the story of this black woman's greatness was finally heard. Rest in peace, Katherine Johnson. She was born in 1918 and passed away on February 24th today, 2020. God rest her soul, and condolences to her and her family. Is there any more information? No, I think that was like some of the most descriptive information about her. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now, okay, it's just one little statement, but it's from President Obama. This is from official Black Wall Street Instagram. Masterpiece to NASA's trailblazer and hidden figure, Katherine Johnson, passed away this morning at the age of 101. In her 33 years at NASA, Johnson broke the barriers of race and gender, showing generations of young people that everyone can excel in math and science and reach for the stars. By President Obama. Okay, also too, this weekend, Marci Martin, if you know from Little and from the show Black and so forth, yeah, I think that's where she's from, took home not one but 3 WACP Image Awards. Black Girl Magic, yes it is. Okay. Also, Beyonce and her daughter Blue Ivy win NAACP award for song Brown Skin Girl. Okay. Blue Ivy Carter is a NAACP Image Award winner at just 8 years old. The daughter of Beyonce and Jay-Z was honored for co-writing her mother's song Brown Skin Girl from the Lion King, The Gift soundtrack. Okay. So, and that was from the official Black site. So, like I said, that's dope. Okay. Now, also too, like I said, it's already 15 minutes. I'm not going to. Well, it's about to be 17 minutes. I usually don't have them that long. Just to let y'all know, this talented, gifted rapper, female MC, Rhapsody, who's been in the game for years. She just had an album come out last year, one of her albums. I follow her, and she actually, this is an interesting fact. This is also an anniversary of her first LP that came out. And she said on her Instagram page, my first EP, 2/24/12. And guess what the title is? Rhapsody the Bat Mamba. And she says this EP turned 8 today, titled after the greatest, Kobe Live Forever. Wow. Okay. Also here. Now, also from, shout out to Show Extra blog. On her blog, she says this, which is a happy birthday, O'Shea Jackson Jr., which is the son of Ice Cube, that's his nickname, and Ice Cube's wife. So this is birthday today as well. Today is the birthday of actor O'Shea Jackson Jr. O'Shea made his acting debut in 2015, straight out of Compton, where he portrayed his father, Ice Cube. Since then, O'Shea has starred in The Dens of Thieves, Long Shot, Godzilla, The King of Monsters, and Just Mercy. O'Shea clearly has a long acting career ahead, but let's discuss his work so far. What's your favorite O'Shea Jr. movie? And here on the ABF Daily, O'Shea Jackson is celebrating his birthday day the same as Kobe Bryant Memorial. And he's like, it's my birthday-ish. And he's walking down, say like the holiday, where he has like two wrestling belts, but he also has, well, actually, one around his neck, whatever, too, going out the hallway. But he does, honor Kobe Bryant by wearing, a LA jersey with his number 24 on there, Kobe Bryant on the back. So, anything else that I wanted to say today. I think it's just gonna be one of those days, y'all. I'm just going to, randomly, real quick. It's a book in advance, so like I said, sometimes I will talk about it. Books from Black authors, as well. Or, Black artists. So, I've been following for the last couple months an Instagram page called For Color Girls Book Club. Okay? And sometimes, they give you gems about books that are already out there, or books they might have said, already got like a advanced copy of, but, books to look out for, So, you can Google and sometimes like put in, say, you look Pacific books 2020 of certain authors, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, There's a book called The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Britt Bennett has also had wrote the book. Her first book, I think, is called The Mothers, which is on hold, so I gotta wait for that one, But I have not read yet, but I just want to let y'all know, because this was made 3 hours ago. So get ready, y'all. This is a book, y'all. I don't know if you can place order for pre-copy for this book. And like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, don't support the book, so forth. But, like I said, you can probably pre-order this book, because it doesn't come, it's not here until June 2020. But, it's already halfway February. No, it's not even halfway February. February about to end in February in a couple more days during there. Okay, right? By the end of the week, I think, or next week, it'll be March. So what I'm saying is that say you're, thinking about this book, or like I said, if you last suggestion is say you want to recommend the book, and they don't because you could also recommend books that are not already in the library. Just to let y'all know that if the title of the book, or say the offer. Sometimes if the offer is putting it better, and say you go and order the book. I forgot to mention y'all that sometimes, due to the fact that I have landlines on my phone, there may be cancel this. I forgot the time I don't put a warning about that. That's when exactly it comes out where I have this, y'all. So. I know some of y'all like, where the hell a landline phone? Yeah, we still have them here, okay? But anyway, so I just want to talk about this book real quick. So what I want to say is that you can also recommend, I know I just repeated myself, but y'all can also recommend books that are, as long, I guess, it's in the system, whatever, and they just have like a, recommend or, book in advance, whatever. I forgot what it says. But y'all can even recommend books that are not, in the process of coming there, but the upcoming releases, that's what I think it is. So you can click and recommend that as well. So you may like the book so much where you may read it, say, from the library, and decide to purchase later on. Like I said, I didn't know to have an audiobook version of it in advance, and like I said, ebook / Kindle, and so forth. So anyway, I just wanted to give some information about this, then leave, because this sounds like an interesting book, okay? Now, in love with this book, okay, like I said, they already got the van, so, but like I said, this is good as heck. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, okay, at Riverhead, I guess that's the name of it, I haven't looked at it yet, okay, 2020. This is a story about light-skinned twins who were inseparable in their youth, but went through adulthood in two separate races, black and white, set in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. This book explores gender, class, and the social construction of race. It's spicy and so good. Pre-order now. And that's what I'm telling y'all now. I may sometimes go ahead, this person's account, and they really don't have links. I don't know what. But anyway, what I'm going to say is that if y'all can and feel like it, pre-order that, because that sounds like a very good book. Possibly if they can make maybe a miniseries about it. I mean, even though, it's a little summary about the book, it still sounds good. So occasionally, y'all, if there's a book in advance or book out, y'all, I may even incorporate that in, I'm still watching the rest of the Toni Morrison documentary. It's good as heck, but I haven't finished it yet, y'all. So, hopefully I finish the next couple of days and give y'all, maybe that would probably my Black History Fest about what I thought about the documentary in the end. But it's good. Like I said, it won an NAACP award as well. And like I said, so far it's awesome. And especially the fact that she's talking herself, majority of it, in the story. It's not just her, other people talking for her. Not to say a documentary can't be good if the person is based on a persons or whatever, are not talking, but it's good, It kind of reminds me of like Song, where the person's talking themselves, whatever, just an expanded version of it. Like it kind of reminds me of Song, but like an author, there are still artists, but you know what I mean. If y'all know about the show Song, okay. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Hugs and loves, God bless, and I'll see you for volume 25 tomorrow. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hugs and loves again. Take care.